What's up, guys? It's the Trucking Guy. Thank you for turning into the Trucking Guy channel. Please subscribe to the channel. If you like this video or any other video, give me a thumbs up. Turn on notifications so you can check out videos coming out. Let's get straight to it. This video is going to be about how I got into hotshot trucking. So, guys, I had a CDL, and I got that CDL because I was in the construction industry, and I thought in the winter time where I lived at that time, construction sometimes would get slow. So I thought if I get a CDL, I could drive throughout the winter time and go back to construction during the other months. I ended up having it for many years and never using it. I never, had slow times during the winter. I had a very good client base and clientele that I was able to stay as busy as I wanted to be during the winter. So I also ended up starting a tree service, and I used my CDL to drive our equipment. As I was the main person that could move it around. We had very heavy things like bucket trucks, so on and so forth. So I fell into the transportation industry by working on a client's home that had been doing hotshot, CDL hotshot for many years, like 15 years. He had a direct route with direct customers and direct shippers, and he was making great money. And I was working on his house, and he said, "Man, what are you doing with these dualies that I had at the time?" Hauling roofing trailers. I specialize in primarily roofing. But basically he said, "What are you doing with these dualies when you're not using them, when you guys aren't working? You should consider putting to work doing hot shot and get some goosenecks trailers." And I said, "Yeah, I'll look into it, yada yada." He said, "Well, you've already got your CDL. I can teach you how to do it, this and that." So basically I came home and talking with family and my father, we had a Sprinter van, and he said, "Well, we could try this transportation thing with a Sprinter van. We have one that we're not using that we used to use for other crews like siding and gutters." And so it was a newer van, a great thing. And we thought, save money on fuel. They're pretty fuel efficient, that we would try it out with that and kind of see where it goes. So my dad did some research. He actually started the company, got us leased on with somebody with the Sprinter van, started our own company and subleased us. I went out and did a couple runs and found out that there was something to this, and I liked the idea of it being scalable with less work, less employees. But I realized really quickly that we needed larger equipment so that we could haul larger loads, because a Sprinter van was just too limited. It couldn't haul enough weight. Even if you could fit it in there, sometimes the loads were too heavy. They went to areas that we didn't want to be in, and then we couldn't get loads back. The living quarters, living conditions in the truck were slim to none, so we were staying in hotels, which was expensive. So it just wasn't working. So I used one of my dualies that I had at the time, and I went and bought a 30-foot trailer, a gooseneck CDL trailer. Put that to work. Realized quite quickly that that wasn't the best way to go about it, that I actually needed to get a 40-foot trailer. So within about a month, I got a 40-foot trailer CDL with ramps, and I was off to the races, guys. My truck was a Chevrolet dually that I started with, like a 1999, and it worked for about 4 to 6 months before the engine went and blew up. So then I ended up renting an Enterprise truck to come and pick my truck up that blew up and bring it back. So I kept the Enterprise truck for a while, back when they had a better program. The program's not really that good right now, and we were able to use that to continue the company and make money with the trailer. I grew that into a fleet of 4 Enterprise trucks, which then they changed their program, and we weren't able to remain profitable with drivers, insurance, etc. As we were a new company, insurance was expensive. So we end up buying 4 trucks ourselves, and then hiring on owner-operators, then changing our business model to an owner-operator, mostly business model, and scaling that to now almost close to 50, 60 trucks. And so we've been able to grow that to that level and into the semi realm. We have about half the fleet is semi trucks. We realized that was really the best way to go about it, and kind of focus on that. I mean, we still focus on CDL hotshots. We don't do any non-CDL box truck or Sprinter van. Over the years, I had dabbled in trying to get straight trucks and box trucks. We would rent them through Penske and give it a shot and see if it was profitable. At the time, I couldn't see any way to make it work, so we kind of stayed away from that. But that's more or less in a nutshell, guys, how I got into transportation, how I got into hotshot trucking. So as you can see, it was easy for me to get in. It's not easy to maintain. It's easy to get in. But anybody can get in with a truck and trailer and get some load boards, start booking freight. but it's about knowing your numbers and knowing your profitability, knowing how to make the money, and then knowing what you keep, and making the money. That's the most difficult part. Keeping drivers, doing the logistics, doing the safety and compliance. That's the hard back end part of the company that I didn't know, that it took me time to learn. So that's kind of where we're at. But that's basically how I got into Hotshot, guys. So Trucking Guy signing out. If you like this video, you can find more content at consultthetruckingguy.com as well. You can book a call with me there or get consulting packages. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to check the next one out, subscribe to the channel, click on notifications. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.